Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and I'm filming this video at night. It's really quick. My Razer Blade laptop battery expanded, I guess, a while back. It got really hot in my room. That caused the battery to defect and basically start expanding. So this is the battery right here. It's in the Ziploc bag. And there's not enough lighting, like sun lighting, so this video is probably gonna be pretty dark. And this is the original Razer Blade laptop for the Razer Blade base model. And as you can see, it's puffed up, like it's kind of like a balloon. So when that happened, I ended up finding out what was wrong, because it was causing the trackpad to not be able to push down. Like this is a laptop right here. Let me open it up. It basically wasn't letting this trackpad move at all, and it was starting to kind of bulge out. So this is the OEM battery, and the only way to get like an OEM battery from Razer is ordering it through China. However, I don't want to do that because I didn't want to wait for a battery. But in New Jersey, they actually sell like batteries that are off-brand, but I guess they supposedly work fine according to the reviews. And this battery is basically sort of the same thing. You can see how it's not puffed up. It's basically just being held by 5 screws. So I'm gonna put this battery in here and kind of talk a little bit about what's inside. Okay, so I hired up the ISO so you could actually see. It's gonna be a bit grainy though, or noisy, I guess. This is the battery. It's different. The way you can tell it's different is because literally they're supposed to go this way, but the labeling is upside down. But if I go like this, the labeling is kind of the same. This is a sticker tape covering the Razer logo for some reason. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take it apart using these screws in the back, and these are the screws that hold down the battery. I have them in this little kind of like tray. And to open up this laptop, you need a T5 screw. They look like little stars, and you need that to open it up. There are 10 screws that need to be taken out. The screws that hold down the battery are not T5 screws. They are Phillips screws. So I'm using a Phillips 1 screwdriver to put those screws back, and I'm gonna try to connect it. And I'm actually gonna show you something interesting I found on the laptop. And all 10 screws are out, so this plate comes out. I usually do clean it, but right now it is all full of fingerprints. These laptops are matte, and you can see it attracts fingerprints. So once this plate is off, you can see the inside of the laptop right here. And this is where the original battery was, but this one is supposed to go here. So it sits like that, and then you screw it in. So one of the things we didn't really realize is that this one, since I have the Razer Blade base model, the 2019 edition, it has a 7mm SATA SSD slot, and we didn't know how it was gonna connect. I thought we had to buy a cable, and I'm gonna set the battery in. There you go. It sits in, and then this plugs in right here. I don't know which way, like that most likely. And then let's tape this back just so it's not hanging loose in here. And it uses like this special type of black tape. I've never seen this type of tape before. So the screw holes seem to be lined up. I don't really like that this is touching this little thing right here. Sorry, I just kind of kicked the camera. What we're gonna do is we're gonna pull out this, which is a Phillips 1 screwdriver. So let me get one in, because anyways, if the cable's the wrong way, I can just unplug it without having to completely take out the battery, which is great. Oh, don't want to strip that screw. I'm just gonna get it snug. And some of these screws are a little bit tricky to get and see, or I guess access, especially with the old battery, since it was pretty puffed up. It was making it a little bit harder to access some of the screws. And I believe there's only 3 more screws to put in. I'm just putting them in snug. I'll go after and tighten them up. In the video uploaded before this, I actually filmed earlier today when there was sun outside. But I guess I'm just filming this now just for a little bit of content. I haven't seen anybody else do this. I know with the Razer Blade 15. I know that the Razer Blade 14 has had this problem with the battery overheating. And there we go. All the screws are snug. Manage these cables a little bit, like that should be fine. Tighten up these screws because it might bother me if I didn't double check. What I decided is I'm just gonna put 2 screws on the back, just like a diamond cross pattern, put in pattern, so that I could just make sure the laptop turns on, and then and then after, if it works, I'll re-put the I'll put the rest of the screws. So let's open up the laptop. Let's press the power button. Okay, light turns on. Power indicator boots up. Seems to be working just fine. It's not plugged in at all. This is where the power cable would be. And because there's a little icon on the bottom, I just want to... Is it booting? Yep. So usually I use this laptop connected to a bigger monitor. Okay, so let's check right here. And the battery comes 76% remaining. That's actually pretty good. The battery life on this isn't that great, but I wanted to make sure I got the battery placed because sometimes the laptop would turn off. Surprisingly, while I'd be playing a game, it would just shut off. I don't usually like to let this laptop get hot. I have a laptop riser which it actually sits on. It's like a metal folding one that you can like store away, throw in your pocket or in a bag, and it basically makes this a laptop is, and it allows for like a higher laptop raise and also for ventilation at the bottom, which is enormously better than a laptop cooler, because I've looked into laptop coolers back when it was in my room when I was worried about it overheating, because laptops are designed to exhaust heat through the bottom. That's actually a lot better for the laptop riser. And yeah, basically I just finished replacing the battery. This is the original battery, the puffed up marshmallow pack, and I keep it in the Ziploc bag since now I know that this one works, which I'll test one more time. Yep, indicator light went on, and I'm probably gonna dispose of this. I don't really know how. I'm gonna look it up. Basically, what I want to say is if you have a Razer Blade 15 and your trackpad is not pressing down, the battery is located directly underneath it, so that means that your battery is expanding. Don't be afraid to open up the laptop, like the back panel, just to see. You need T5 screws. You need a T5 screwdriver to take out. There's 10 screws. And once you take that out, you'll be able to see if the battery is inflated or not. That's going to be the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. See you guys later. Peace.